The rulers of Bunyoro are actually Iluos.
We are the same people, and genetically we are even the same people.
We are similar people.
We are one.
Pamoja, we are one.
Use that word, pamoja.
Premiering every week from 3rd February to May at the National Theatre and Indere Center. Daily screenings are from 4th February to June 2024 at Ham Cinemax, Makerere University, and the National Theatre. To get a ticket, call 0778 787 660. Tuko Pamoja? Proudly supported by UBC, the National Theatre, Ndere Center, Ham Cinemax, Makerere University, and the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development. Tuko Pamoja.
Well, welcome everyone to the biggest game on the continent.
And you have to. You've got to just seize those moments and enjoy them as much as you possibly can.
In the production process of Aquafina, we expertly filter every drop, providing clear and perfect tasting water to help you keep hydrated with the added benefit of minerals. Aquafina is bottled by Pepsi Cola International in Uganda and is available at only 1,000 shillings.
Chimanyiddwa buli 14 February omwaka gwonna ebeera Valentine eyaluna egenda kuba ndala nnyo. Tugenda kubeera mu Love Legends Valentine ne Victor Rose ku Kingdom Kampala ng'abanaakeerako okusasula bajja kusasula omutwalo gumu ate abalala emitwalo 2 VIP emitwalo 5 abanaakeerako okusasula emmeeza bajja kusasula kakadde ate wali ku mulyango $2,000,000 mujje twekuba ma love ku Kingdom Kampala ku Valentine's Day ne Victor Rose
nebiwagirwa Star TV
UBC inspiring Uganda.
How to use the EIPP. Welcome to the Electronic Investors and Protection Portal, your guide to seamless investment processes in Uganda. Step 1. Navigate the portal. Start by searching Protection statehouseinvest.go.ug. On Google, use the menu bar for various tasks. Step 2. Submitting a complaint. To lodge a complaint, click Report. Fill out the form, submit and note your reference number. Step 3. Making an inquiry. For inquiries, select Inquiry. Complete the form, submit and record your reference number. Step 4. Whistleblowing. To report anonymously, choose Whistleblow, fill the form and submit. Step 5. Accessing FAQs. Find the answers to the common questions under the FAQs link. Step 6. Seeking information. For investment cycle guidance, hover over Resources, click Resources Center and explore. Step 7. Exploring services. Hover over Services for stakeholder offerings like business registration. Step 8. Tracking progress. To track submissions, click Report, select Track Inquiry or Complaint. Enter your reference number and check your email for updates. Need more help? Call +256 326 100 630 or email info@statehouseinvest.go.ug.
My name is Amos Muhinduki. I'm the chairperson loans committee for Chaka Central Produce Dealers Circle. We received the funds in 2021, so we have gone 2 years down the road. We got 30 million, but at the moment we have around 52 millions. We have 54 groups from within Chaka Central alone, and around 34 groups have benefited. We are expecting another funding from government so that we can also bring the other groups on board. We give them loans. First of all, they pay shares and also save 10% of the loan amount that they want, and they take the loans for 6 months.
Thank you so much for choosing the National Broadcaster, coming to you live from Broadcast House, Nile Avenue. My name is Sandra Kahunde. We are live, and we do apologize for bringing you this newscast a little late. We had a technical hitch, but here to serve you, and starting off with some of the activities you could have missed out from state during the week. It is a special edition that comes your way every Sunday. That is the weekly news roundup. Now, straight into those particular activities, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni did meet former President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, the facilitator of the East African Community EAC, led Nairobi peace process in the DRC. The two discussed regional mandate alongside recent developments in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Shortly after the meeting last evening, the M23 rebels and the DRC government forces resumed clashes in which reasonable people were killed, many sustained injuries, and hundreds of innocent civilians flee eastern DRC. As President Museveni met the facilitator of the East African Community-led Nairobi peace process in the DRC, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, fleeing Congolese, had gathered at a busy road while carrying their belongings as they flee the Masisi territory in the Democratic Republic of Congo following the clashes between the M23 rebels and the DRC government forces at a road near Sanke on Monday. The conflict between the M23 rebels and DRC government forces is intensifying in eastern DRC's Masisi territory, according to reports after days of unrest that left dozens injured. The tensions have displaced many villages and overwhelmed health centers, according to humanitarian sources, as we take more of the details in this particular report. In other state activities, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni welcomed America's Emmy Award-winning producer Peter Greenberg to Uganda to film an upcoming documentary project aimed at promoting the country's vibrant tourism industry. President Museveni welcomed Greenberg during an interview held at State Lodge Nakasero, which was aimed at exploring Uganda's unique charms to inspire his upcoming movie. Greenberg is also a travel editor for CBS News. The documentary, Hidden Uganda, is estimated to reach about 110 million viewers internationally when it airs later this year. During the engagement, President Museveni expressed gratitude towards Greenberg for his visit and emphasized Uganda's beauty. Highlighting Uganda's exceptional geographical features, the president underscored the country's position on the equator coupled with diverse altitudes, creating a rich tapestry of flora and fauna found nowhere else on Earth. He also highlighted Uganda's unique conservation, pointing out the many national parks and game reserves. He also stressed the importance of indigenous agriculture in driving economic growth and sustainability. President Museveni also talked about the misconceptions surrounding Africa's potential and Uganda's capacity for growth. Emphasizing Uganda's stability over the past 3 decades, President Museveni expressed pride in the nation's abundant resources and capabilities. In response, Greenberg expressed gratitude for the opportunity to film a documentary about Uganda, praising the country's untapped potential for cinematic exploration. He commended the efforts of Miss Diana Museveni Charemera in ensuring that their production trip has been a success. Greenberg also noted that the collaborative endeavor between his film and the country promises to showcase Uganda's natural wonders and cultural richness to a global audience, further cementing its status as a premier tourist destination. In other activities, heads of state from African Union member countries are gearing up for a crucial meeting in Sierra Leone this month. The agenda is packed with discussions on democracy, the rule of law, and fair elections within the respective nations. Among the pressing issues to be addressed is the protection of human rights, with a focus on engaging with violators through dialogue. Amos Lugolobis, Uganda's State Minister of Finance, emphasized these priorities during a preparatory meeting at the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development. Also present was Ms. Sylvia Agiwufoyunu, coordinator of the African Peer Review Mechanism.
As in this case, the president in various capacities, and one of the issues that we are tasked with as Uganda and the entire continent, the issue of the Africa Peer Review Mechanism. This is a self-assessment process where peers, in this case the president, the heads of states of the various countries, look at each other and on various on various governance issues.
Review mechanism is a planning issue. We review policies and practices and processes in the country based on the APRM guidelines, and we improve on them.
UBC Weekly News Roundup. The Director General at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Henry Mwebesa, has decried continuous absenteeism by health workers at health facilities, especially in districts, in the year 2023. He stated that last year, the health sector achieved a lot in areas of epidemics control, malaria and Ebola, among others, but hastened to add that poor performance was registered in medicine distribution in health centers across the country. Dr. Mwebesa made the remarks during the send-off of retiring officers and staff party at the Ministry of Health headquarters. That was on Friday evening.
The top management of Ministry of Health has sent off in style some of their retiring officers and also rewarded outstanding staff members. The ceremony was graced by the Minister of Health in charge of primary health care, Margaret Mohanga, Permanent Secretary Dr. Diana Twine, Director General Health Services Dr. Henry Mwebesa, Commissioners, Directors and Staff. The Director General Health Services Dr. Henry Mwebesa urged the staff of Ministry of Health and health sector at large to always work together in order to address the numerous challenges affecting the sector, like strengthening the community interventions and linkages.
One of the most notable ones are especially the absenteeism in the districts from our health workers. We need to work together to see how we address those challenges. There was challenge of distribution of medicines and supplies, but I think Ministry of Finance is working with the national medical stores to address that, because in 2023 really we didn't do well regarding the distribution of medicines to our health facilities. Also another area where we need to strengthen our efforts is the strengthening of the community interventions, the community linkages. The work of the VHTs, the work of the CHUs, the relationship to strengthen the PDM our MC here in 2024. Let's do our best to strengthen those linkages because most of our challenges start from the community.
Dr. Diana Atwini, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Health, revealed that they have embarked on a journey to end teenage pregnancy in the country, and mobilization has started across different sectors.
We are going to start this program, and it does not matter. Someone might come and say, this is not your mandate. Why are you know this is your not mandate. It is the mandate of the technical. Don't enter this work. What? No. I am standing out as a Ugandan. First, Ugandan woman. PS aside, physician aside, Ugandan woman. So those of you who want to join us, come along. We are going to start, those of you who really want to go with us on this journey to make a footprint on the teenage pregnancy in our country, please join us.
And I would also like to really say that I, as Margaret Muhanga, value your contribution a lot. Working is not about the money we earn, because you can earn money anywhere. But you decided that you will work at the Ministry of Health and stick in here.
Some of the retired medical officers at the Ministry of Health had this to say.
Step in this new chapter of life. Of course, we carry our cherished memories here and lifelong friendship, a sense of fulfillment. When you retire, the first thing which hits you is the sudden loss of emails. Suddenly everything collapses. But I want to thank all those people who have continued keeping in touch with us. But it's a reality, you know. You just move from one area to another area. So we're really grateful for those who have continued to keep in touch with us. We are also trying to, learning retirement is not easy, and there's no guidance, and there's no guideline or protocol for that. But hopefully, as we continue to interact with more people, we'll be able to serve even more people.
Zahara Abigaba, UBC News.
The Assistant Parish Priest, Rubaga Cathedral Parish, Reverend Father Anthony Musala, has requested the faithful to truly praise the Lord with sincerity, giving him the glory he deserves and acknowledging his goodness, while also exalting him in truth. Father Musala was leading Holy Mass at Seta Junior Mbalala campus located in Mukono district.
The atmosphere was filled with the songs by Reverend Father Musala, praising God and putting emphasis on the importance of participating wholeheartedly in worship, especially during the service at Seta Junior School Mbalala campus, where 136 pupils passed in first grade and 5 in second. These worship services led by Reverend Father Musala were attended by parents, teachers and believers. Father Musala emphasized the need for the faithful to continually praise God, recognizing his goodness and remaining steadfast in their faith.
And when I came to this school before the exams, we were all here crying out to Jesus that we would pass our exams. Do you remember when I came here? And we cried out and we prayed and we blessed people. Okay? Now it says that Jesus told them, go and show yourself to the priests. He told them to do something.
Father Musala urged the children to prioritize their studies and strive for excellence in their academics. The headmistress at Seta Junior Mbalala campus, Sister Christina Namara, said they celebrated last year's good PLE results and commended the good working relationship between teachers and parents, which to a greater extent contributed towards the excellent performance.
We are here to thank God for the great success He granted to us in the year 2023.
Thank you.
Out of 141 candidates, 136 got Division 1.
Thank you.
We got 12 kids with aggregate 4.
Thank you.
We got 25 with aggregate 5.
Thank you.
In more updates, Greater Bushenyi districts of Mitoma, Ashima, Buwenju and Rubirizi have hosted Tarehe Sita celebrations at Ndeche Playground, Rubirizi district. The occasion that was colored by Uganda People's Defense Forces was on the theme of celebrating the people's struggle for unity, security and peace for socio-economic transformation.
You see, UPDF, they have done a great work. Usually, when it comes to defeating of ADF from Congo, geographically, Rubirizi district where it is located, you see it is at the border, and it is the main entry point of ADF.
Today we have been celebrating the Tarehe Sita for us here in Rubirizi district. And it has been a very, very important function for us because we are remembering what our NRA, APDF, started with in 1981.
Ni bikuru twatubyine nitumanya ekite kikwatire no kubinga ubworo umaka gitu nikiba nacho kikorwa mpora mpora.
The purpose of Tarehe Sita is to maintain the legacy of our founding fathers under the stewardship of President Yoweri Museveni and his colleagues who sacrificed immensely to oppose the anti-people regime and created a new progressive pro-people force.
Now, away from those celebrations, we're seeing children and the widows of veterans under the unifying body Combatant Children Association have been asked to work together and embrace government programs for better livelihood and development. This was communicated by the Assistant Commissioner for Planning in the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Harriet Nabunya, during the 50th year celebrations for Combatant and Children Association at a function held in Kakumiro district.
Veterans reviewed their milestone and achievements attained since their body's inception, hailing government for its total support through its initiatives.
We should start working, we should get income. Tutandikawo ne pigs, ne chicken potto keeping, ne liquid shop etuliza mwaka sasa.
They, however, cited some of the challenges they face.
There are a lot of land in the Hoima. The majority was stones. Eka biri usanga jinja. You continue nolima wali no sanga we jinja nolima wali.
Tulawo amaka gaffe n'abaana baffe ne tugenda e Hoima kubanga tulimireeyo. Tusangamu obuzibu nti olugendo luwanvu.
Harriet Sally Aboli, the patron of Combatant and Children Association, elaborated on the aims and objectives of the association.
Kakumiro district, that our veterans were not recognized, they were not being recognized, they were not known anywhere, they were not taking part in any activity, government programs, because they were not visible, in that they could not be identified. Some of them were not even known. Their families could hardly be traced. But because of our association, we decided to come together to start identifying who those families were.
Assistant Commissioner for Planning in the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Harriet Nabunya, officiated the function where she promised to address the issues raised.
Continue their spirit of partnership, their spirit of oneness, because it is what has brought them this far. And if they continue like this, their initiatives will be sustainable and there will be livelihood improvement at their individual and community level. To embrace government programs, especially Emyoga, PDM and others as they come to the district. But I'm also happy that right now they are working in collaboration with technocrats at the local government level, the technical people, to guide them in all their development initiatives so that they don't go wrong.
Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs at the same event donated cash, balls and 2 sets of jerseys to promote sports among the youth.
Now taking you to Kanungu, the district leaders right there, led by District Chairman Sam Kajojo, have welcomed the upgrading of the 58.5-kilometer Rukunjiri-Nshasha Kanungu tarmac road. They credited President Museveni and the government for the initiative, noting its positive impact on tourism, trade and overall economic growth.
Visit or access Kanungu.
Uganda has been implementing a program of road construction from Rukunjiri to Ishasha and Kanungu. For the last period of time, a couple of years, this area did not have any tarmac road, and with the coming of this road project, a lot has happened in terms of support to community development and socio-economic transformation of the people.
Apparently, we are about 98% complete. I want to thank His Excellency the President of Uganda. For the long time we have waited as people of Kanungu, we have finally come to realize the dream of also driving on tarmac from Kanungu to Kampala. We had a lot of stress that we would go through as we would traverse through our Nengo, and Kanungu was like a locked district completely from the world. And yet Kanungu is key in terms of the economy of this country.
Well, I'll be returning shortly after these messages, and we shall be taking a look at a business. Keep it UBC.
Fred!
Osmosis.
Freddy! Fred Dollar, my boss, CEO Inojo, the general of generals, the conqueror of conquerors, the first and the final, the sky above the skies, the promised land, the terms and the conditions, the international king crocodile, the source of the
Osmosis.
Nile.
I don't have money today.
Just take a polite loan of 200k to stock my shop. The signs and symptoms of success. The bank commander, not the bank teller.
Why hassle for a loan when you've got MTN Momo? We're sorting it. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
The energy of this land comes to life in dreams and memories. It lights up in these nights and leads us towards new horizons. It was born in the hearts of these men, of these women. The energy of this land comes from here. It comes from Africa, and it vibrates in each of us.
I'm powered by Africa.
Oryx service stations, powered by Africa.
Ebiseera by'okuzaayo abaana mu masomero tebiteekwa kukaluubiriza n'akatono. Eno kusimba nnyiriri mpanvu, kano kalipagano ka bidduka. Simanya kuzunga na banka siripsi. Kati osobola okusasula school fees z'omwana wo ate n'okola n'ebirala ntoko ku ssimu ye ey'omu ngalo. Ekikola kyangu nnyo. Nyiga bunyizi *165*8 ogoberera ebikulagiriddwa oba okozese app ya MTN Momo. Ate kati okola ki olwaleero? MTN Mobile Money Uganda Limited erungamizibwa banka enkulu eya Uganda.
Welcome back. Good to know you're still watching the National Broadcaster. Now, two other updates from business that you could have missed out during the week. We're having CFAO Motors introducing the all-new Toyota Corolla Cruise Hybrid Electric, marking a transformative addition to Uganda's automotive landscape. This self-charging hybrid electric vehicle seamlessly blends Toyota's expertise in hybrid technology with the country's increasing focus on eco-friendly driving. Our report had an experience of the new vehicle.
For our motors. So back to your question, what makes this vehicle unique in our model lineup? One, it's a hybrid technology vehicle, meaning that it has two power sources. It uses electricity through the electric motor and uses the conventional engine that uses fuel. And then secondly, it's self-charging, so meaning you do not need to power it or use an outlet to power the batteries. It's done with the vehicle, that is through the regenerative braking. That is whenever you're braking or the vehicle is slowing down, there's some heat that is lost through the braking system. So that heat is sort of taken up by the electric motor, which now becomes a generator and stores it back to the batteries. And then thirdly, the emissions, because now this is a very fuel efficient vehicle. That means you'll be emitting less emissions. So meaning our air quality will be better, then also environment-wise will be also less impacted. Governments all over the world are concerned about the environment. So one, the government is trying to encourage people to adopt this type of technologies. One of the ways they have incentivized the purchases, that is through scrapping of the import duties. So right now the price of the hybrid is lower than the price of the conventional engine. And another way is trying to educate the masses the advantages and benefits of using eco-friendly vehicles versus the conventional engines that pollute the environment. Part of our mandate as FAO Motors is to sort of educate the public and try to address any misconceptions they may have towards the technology. Actually, looking at it that way, the price of maintenance in a hybrid is actually reduced. One, because it has regenerative braking, you find that the time it takes you to replace your brake pads is longer than the conventional engine. Reason being, the regenerative braking helps also sort of preserve your brakes. So you find that if a conventional engine I'm replacing at 30,000 kilometers, for the hybrid I'll replace at 60,000 kilometers.
This is a hybrid, and you know a hybrid can take power or can be driven by electricity and also by engine. So by the name of it, you have an engine in this car. Then you have motor generator 1, motor generator 2, and the battery, the hybrid battery pack. The hybrid battery pack is behind. It's quite big, about this size. Lithium-ion battery, and it stores energy. That is supplied either by motor generator 1 or motor generator 2. So this car, when you go inside and you hit the start button, it will tell you, I'm now ready to be driven. Okay? But the engine will not start. So when you let go the brake, it will start moving using motor generator 2. It's a motor, but also it's a generator. So that motor generator will take power from the battery and will start driving the vehicle forward. When you're accelerating, that motor generator 2 will take more power from the battery and increase the speed of the vehicle. Good. Of course, the engine will come on and you will waste slightly more fuel. Okay. Normally this one
Now straight into sports, a world cross-country champion Jacob Kiplimo has added another title to his rich history after triumphing at the National Cross-Country Championship in Tororo.
Uganda's top athletes have contested in the 2024 National Cross-Country Championship that was hosted at the Tororo Golf Club. In the senior men's race, the reigning world cross-country champion Jacob Kiplimo, in a time of 29 minutes, 3 seconds and 8 microseconds, triumphed over a field that had several stars.
I think actually, to me, it was a tough race from the start to finish. It was a little bit hard. Yeah. The boys are coming seriously now because it was a lot of competitors. We were having a lot of competitors. That's why it was hard. And again, it was a little bit hot. Yes.
Kiplimo, who was followed by Dan Kibet, Hosea Kiplagat and Martin Kiprotich, however, cast doubt over his world title defense next month, with decision expected later.
I think actually I was coming here just to do my speed. I think about the world cross country, I've not yet confirmed. Maybe by next 1 week, 2 weeks, I will confirm that I will be going or no. Yeah.
The senior women's race was won by Chebet Rechozena, with a Joy Cheptoyek in second, followed by Lois Chekwemoy and Sarah Chelangat.
Yes.
The under-15 category was won by Matthew Kiplagat in the boys and Faustine Chepteris among the girls. The junior men was carried by Chelimo Dolphin, while Kezia Chebet beat all other junior women. Excellent performers will represent Uganda at the World Cross Country Championships in Serbia next month. Uganda Athletics Federation will choose from the others that finished decently to take part in the African Championship due later this month in Tunisia.
Thank you so much for watching and choosing the National Broadcaster. Wish you a blessed week ahead and a great afternoon as you continue to enjoy your Sunday. That's all we had time for this particular updates. More news during subsequent news bulletins. Keep watching us. A lot is lined up for you to enjoy your weekend. My name is Sandra Kahunde. Greetings from the team behind the scene. God bless you.
To the biggest game on the continent.
And you have to. You've got to just seize those moments and enjoy them as much as you possibly can.